Hi, this is Sony Tube.
Today we want to discuss and respond to main complaints that people have when they study Sosonics, and we've chosen specific comments that we enjoyed reading.
Yeah, so let's read them and respond.
So, from what I found in my personal life, my relationships aren't like they say. I really think it all boils down to each individual person. Okay, so it is very common when person is saying that, description doesn't fit me, or description of my relationships doesn't fit us, or I don't think that they
realize that to actually determine your real type, it could be quite hard. And many tests that exist in internet, they got extremely low validity, like 10% or lower.
Yeah, but that would be so great if there would be like a test that can magically, determine your Sosonics type.
Yeah, unfortunately,
which is pretty difficult to do.
The only way to get high validity is to ask professionals to do it manually right now.
Yeah, manual typing is the only way to determine your Sosonics type for now. The only normal way to
that gives you high validity.
Yes.
And
well, honestly, not always. It depends on who's
the problem
typing.
Also that there are many people who also present themselves like specialists, but they missing a lot or some of the key components, and accordingly their typing cannot be considered valid. And it's also hard to type. Hard to find people who would determine type correctly, and accordingly, if you don't know your type or type of your boyfriend or girlfriend correctly, or if you determined yourself, then you cannot really rely on these results, and you cannot really compare descriptions, because it's likely that it's not correctly. I mean, like more than 80% of people, they type themselves incorrectly.
Yeah, and the reason you sometimes might not recognize you in these descriptions, because they all might be made by one person that has specific type. And the way this type might see all other types might, the description, the person of that type might not even recognize himself or herself, because just this type was, observed through eyes of other type. I really think that it all boils down to each individual person. So the question of the individual differences, so we are individually different. So we have different tastes. We have different. So the word personality overall is such a complex thing. There are like billions of different psychological types or personality types that can help you describe like one part of your personality. Another tests or like typologies can describe another part of your personality. But what Sosonics does is basically it explains your mind structure overall, how you work with information, how you receive information, how you release information, how you process it, and it's not that much about the personal preferences or
interests, what music you like, I don't know.
Yeah, even people of the same type are different. They just share the same mind structure, but they have the same, natural abilities, natural potential, but they might look differently, they might have different interests, they might surround themselves with different people. So people who are into Sosonics are more annoying than Jehovah's Witness. Well, it can be applied like to many things, like whatever. If basically Sosonics so far is built on personal opinions, and you feel like your opinion as strong as and as right as you're able to defend it. So of course everybody is defending their opinion in terms of typing and other stuff, like as furious as they can.
Not everybody, but certain people definitely do.
Yeah, I mean,
and because knowledge about Sosonics is not like standardized or widespread.
Yeah, it's not yet
That's why there are so many opinions, and like people want to learn Sosonics, but they don't really have a source or like proper teachers or proper practice most of the times.
Yeah,
that's why some of them can act like this, but definitely doesn't define all the people who study in Sosonics. It's just particular people that choosing to act like that.
Yeah, and also I think that one of the big problems of Sosonics is there's too many people who are logics and try to type, and they try to understand what people are saying based on some, formula or some specific definitions of the words that other person is using, without understanding actually the person and the meaning of what person wants to deliver the meaning, and it's really hard to understand what person wants to say without applying introverted ethics. So because there is a lack of introverted ethics in Sosonics, it's pretty difficult to achieve a high validity, because you need to understand the person, not just the meaning of the words.
So the last comment, Sosonics is confusing. I prefer MBTI as it is less flawed. That's why it's more popular, because you can read into it much more ease.
Well, that is true. You can read it, like MBTI is much easier than Sosonics. That is true. But
if it's simpler, it doesn't mean that it provides better results for you. And the reason why it's confusing, because there is no again the knowledge that is easy to understand. There is with examples and things like that.
Yeah.
So this is why it can seem confusing.
Yeah.
And so to say that MBTI less flawed, I definitely wouldn't say that there are flaws, because the flaws they are coming from individual people who don't type correctly or misinterpret aspects or misinterpret how different type work, and this is the main reason why there are things that doesn't seem real or working, because just people don't interpret them.
I would say
that in nature all types work, and every person got specific type. We typed already thousands of people, and we never found a person that
doesn't have any type.
Without type, or it doesn't match Sosonics
because every
type.
single person has a mind structure, and you need just to discover it. Everybody has a brain. That's everybody has a Sosonics type.
And the last part is MBTI is more popular, which is true
for now.
It's true only for the United States, for example, while in Europe, specifically in Russian-speaking countries where Sosonics was developed, it's a lot more popular, and nobody actually, almost nobody heard of MBTI.
But MBTI is 40 years older than Sosonics as well. It was developed in 40s, and Sosonics in 70s, 80s or something. So it's newer, and especially for United States is something new. But we believe that it explains people much more deeply, and most importantly, it helps
to predict relationships. And
yeah, which is, we believe, is probably the biggest value of Socionics, is predicting relationships. The second, I would put...
There are others. There are many other benefits.
The second, I would put like understanding your potential, understanding yourself, etc., etc. But I think predicting relationships and how Socionics can help with actually surrounding yourself with people from your quadra, people who will resonate with you, and people that make each other happier,
like-minded people,
being themselves. So they will make you happy being themselves. They don't have to play someone or act unnaturally to make you happy. They just will remain as they are, and they will make you happy.
Yeah, this is what separates Socionics from MBTI.
Yeah, by the way. By the way, guys, you can write down in comments like your own experience with Socionics, how you what was your positive or negative experience with Socionics. That would be really interesting to read. If you want to learn more about Socionics aspects, click on the left.
And also we recommend you to watch video 3 reasons why you should learn Socionics.
And to subscribe, click the circular channel icon.
Thank you for watching.